We're 10 episodes in. I thought you knew this. Like,
we're 10 episodes in, bro.
And you still don't know. Yeah. I'm weak right now.
Alright, we lit. Alright, we should be good. Let me see.
Alright, so
I gotta work on like not talking into the mic all the time. Like sometimes when I be like laughing or something like that, I'll just be like I'll be off the mic or something.
I just noticed this back there got switched. I remember John used to be on this right side.
Oh, facts.
who's that? Who's that to us? Just stay there.
I thought it was something else maybe like that. Okay. But we need a backdrop, bro.
Yeah, so I bring my DR flag.
You know the other podcasts be doing like maybe having a logo right there.
I could make a poster of our logo. We got a poster maker at my job.
Oh, that'd be lit.
What's our logo is the IG photo?
Yeah, just an IG photo with the like GTA, Worst Guys situation you put.
That's the GTA.
I know that's GTA.
Hi, Hannah. Oh, hello, Freddie. How you doing today, buddy? Girl.
Oh, this is lit.
I was about interested.
I was like, yo, what is this
I
going
want
on?
to see how this played out. Like, what's going on there?
I was like, what is this going on?
Like a pause there thing, like.
Alright.
Can y'all do that as the intro?
Hi, guys.
How are you doing, you guys? It's the worst, guys. Podcast.
Alright, so quick rundown. Intros, right?
Yeah.
And then the week. And
How's the
then-
week? How's the weekend? And then we go
Thank
straight
you.
into. And then we go straight into You go
Just,
straight into it.
Yeah, that.
You can introduce
teaching,
them since it's your guest.
Yeah.
You feel me? And I introduce Mo and Chaz, and then we out. Alright.
Hold that thought.
John's not being on this podcast. So
John.
I don't know what I'm doing with my heart.
You good? We good to go, John?
Yeah, you good.
So, you know.
Start it
Ready?
off, Freddie, we in.
Alright. Whenever you're ready, Freddie, you can start off. Yeah.
Bro, your mic is so low, you get me anxious.
Hello, everybody.
I know y'all heard that new voice. What's happening right now? Freddie, would you like to, do
Yeah,
some
so
shows?
welcome to the Worst Guys podcast.
Thank you for having me.
This
Thank
is
you,
Dennis.
fellas.
Yep, Dennis,
gang,
gang,
gang.
gang.
Episode 10.
Episode 10, yeah.
Freddie didn't know that though.
Yeah, Freddie didn't know that.
I've been talking this episode 9 and shit. Like,
Half of 8 billion.
Bro, so yeah, like Freddie says, the Worst Guys podcast, basically the group chat you have with your friends, but out loud, right?
Yeah.
Because we here.
mm-hmm.
So we got this little routine, Dennis, that we like to do where we just talk about, so Dennis, my man, since you're the guest, you guys to go first. How was your week? How was the weekend? What you been up to, bro?
This week, it's been a tough week, but I'm really happy though because I have this new thing where I'm working with teens called Teen Empowerment Movement. Teen Empowerment Daily, where we doing like empowerment stuff for teens. I know that you work in the school too, so it's like we all about empowering
I always
our youth.
appreciate that.
Yeah, so when Freddie invited me for the podcast about 2 weeks ago, I was very excited to just come out here because I think that this is something that we need, a space for us to just talk without being judged.
Therapeutical, bro.
Very therapeutic.
It helps. So thank you for inviting me.
Nah,
Really,
no
thank
doubt,
you.
bro. I appreciate you coming all the way from fucking Brooklyn.
Yeah,
and it's
With no
raining
car.
outside. Bro, with no car and it's raining. When it's raining, I don't like to leave my
up
crib.
on the weekends too.
Oh, dear, I took a little nap on the train so I can feel refreshed when I come over here.
That's good.
So
man.
Freddie, man, how was your week? How was the weekend, my guy? I know I
week-
saw you Saturday.
Yeah. My week is alright. Been rehabbing this ankle.
Yeah,
And,
Freddie played ball yesterday, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I don't know
A
why,
week after
bro.
being hurt.
Yeah,
That's not how you rehab.
I'm
your
back,
ankle.
baby. What you talking about?
But they told me you trash though.
Yeah, I did.
That's what I heard.
21 games.
Keep rehabbing, bro.
Was it four plays in? He sprained his ankle.
Yeah, like 4 or 5 plays in.
Yeah,
What?
I felt good though. I'm back, and that was my week though.
All right. So
Yeah.
Brandon, how was your week? How was the weekend, my guy?
Bro, week, normal, studying, all that.
Chilling with your girl.
Chilling with my girl, yeah. Yesterday I went to the Boogie Down, Boogie Down?
Bronx.
Boogie Down Grind Cafe. Yeah.
Went to that. That's
Hey,
probably
yo,
lit.
Gang,
boogie
shout out to
down,
them.
Shout out to
grind.
them for showing interest, bro.
Yeah.
Showing interest.
Why
bro.
you going? Hey yo, bro. I said we
Boogie
were
down,
recording the next
grind.
episode.
Oh, my
Shout out to them.
shit.
Gang, gang.
Alright.
Grind, bro. Like coffee, like grind.
My
Yeah.
fault. I guess I'll pull up to the grind house next episode.
All right.
Wow.
All right.
Shout out to the boogie down grind though. And then I went to the lit bar yesterday. That was lit. I'm
That
not
was
into
lit.
books though, but you know, bookstore
Facts.
things.
All right, copy, bro. Sound like you just very chilled. Like always.
Always. Boring
like
ass
always.
nigga, bro.
That's how you gotta be, bro.
Yo, you gotta be calm, cool, and collected.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
it.
Fuck it.
How's your week, bro?
I've been chilling, bro. So we started work again this week because we just came back from spring break. That shit, everything went smooth, man. The kids had testing, which is always funny as shit. Cause like, bro, they take the all day. Like test starts at 9 and they don't end until like 1:30, bro. So
That-
science,
sheesh.
math, like all that bullshit. So yeah,
The
they was
Regents?
testing basically like the regions for middle school. And then weekend, you know, we played ball on Saturday. I cooked like always. You feel me?
No, facts.
And that's pretty much it, bro. It's been calm. I haven't gone out the last 2 weekends, so there's no
That's
wild
surprising.
They've been
stories.
saving bread, bro.
Yeah,
No
saving
vinyl?
bread, bro.
No vinyl? None
No
of that,
vinyl,
no?
because Chaz wasn't DJing there.
Chaz was like
Shout
out
out
of the
to
country,
Chaz.
bro.
Yeah, my man Chaz just got back from Paris and shit.
Yeah,
Facts.
heard you.
So, bro, so now we got that out the way, you feel me? So, my man Dennis,
Yes.
Dun, dun, dun.
I know you run the IG page. What was it called?
Black Brothers United.
Which
Yeah.
is lit as fuck. That's a lit ass name off rip.
Facts.
So I don't know if you want to talk a little bit about how that became to start.
Yeah.
What exactly is you do on the IG page? Because I'm a fan, bro. I feel like I see a lot of what I do on the page or what you do on the page is like, you know, just giving an outlet, giving a voice to, you know, we disenfranchised, we poor as hell, like we struggling out here. And I like that you kind of give an audience or you give like people a way to voice their opinions and kind of talk on that. So if you would like to talk a little about how you started it, why you started it, you feel me? Because like I said, man, big fan of that shit.
I really appreciate that. When Freddie messaged me to tell me that he wanted me to come out to the podcast and show some love, I'm very excited because I think that we don't necessarily have a space for young people to talk about anything or just to address any issue without being judged or anything like that. I'm a teacher and teaching in the high school, it was a lot of things that was not going right in the high school with the education system. So being a male teacher in the classroom, I just felt limited, and I couldn't teach that way no more. So one day I just I can't take it no more. I was losing a lot of weight. It went from 160 to like 140. Damn, yo,
That should be weighing on you, bro. That stress be weighing on you.
I don't know how it happened, and I just couldn't take it, and I just quit instantly. Packed all my stuff out of the class and just left. On my way driving home, I went to my notes section and just created. I'm like, I need to create a space for people to talk about issues, because I know I couldn't talk about what I was going through. At my job or anywhere else. So I just want to create like a space for people to talk about things that they're going through so that you don't hold it in. Because a lot of us, we are suffering every day from things we don't even know, things that we see.
And we have that like, and not that many people have like really good friends where they can rely on. Like and then sometimes you'll tell your friends like, yo, I've been feeling this, and then your friends will hit you like, yo, stop being pussy, bro. Stop being a bitch. Sometimes it's like, bro, I'm going through some shit. Like, you know, let me just tell you about it. Maybe you going through the same shit. We could relate, but instead we getting that, yo, stop being a bitch.
Because we were told like to hold our emotions. Like when I was growing up, my dad he always used to tell me like, stop crying, be a man. Like I'm like, what does being a man mean?
Yep.
Like holding back and everything.
And that shit is
like,
predominantly intense and like, you know, growing up as a minority in general.
Yeah.
Like the household and shit like that is just like, it's tricky. It's just kind of like a, yo, get over it. Like, nah, bro, sometimes I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Shout out to y'all, bro. Y'all horrible friends, because that's how y'all treat.
Oh, see the truth?
Nah,
Who's doing that? Which one of them?
That's how y'all treat.
The way we operate is like, so one of us will text something in the chat like, yo, I've been feeling this way. And then we'll all be like, yo, stop being a bitch. But you know what? Let's talk about it. Like, we eventually be like, all right, let's talk about it.
Like immediately you just get roasted.
You get roasted for like a good second.
Yo, niggas just kill me, so I can't say nothing, man.
So we roast each other for a good second, but then we talk about it.
But no, but y'all really have a good tight friend group though. Like even though y'all do make jokes with each other, but y'all are there to talk to each other.
Yeah.
I know y'all been friends for quite a while now. And it really showed that the real friendship has not gone anywhere. And it's because of y'all can have these little moments of like, hey, I can make fun of you or I can make a joke about this, you're not gonna take offense to it.
Yeah.
But a lot of like male friends, like I feel like majority, they don't have that. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's really important.
So I guess to bring it back is like, so what was the main, was that was the main goal, to give a space of like, was it specifically for people of color? Was it like, what was kind of like the vision before you even started it? Like,
the vision, honestly, the vision was just for black men. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah,
the vision was for black men because of the fact that there's a lack of black men in the classroom. There's not a lot of men, black men in the classroom, where I think that the students must be taught by people that look like them. I know when I was a student, all my teachers was white. When I went to Potsdam, you know, all our teachers was white. Yeah. Like when living in it, being from New York, taking ourselves away from even from being black, people of color, minorities. When we went to Potsdam, like they didn't prep us for all the racism that was there. Yeah. And
it was surprising too, like the
you see,
racism.
I went to school not as far up as I was like probably like 3 hours from Potsdam, 2 hours. But it was like, you see Confederate flags up there.
Yeah.
And you go to like fucking Dollar Tree and you get looked at some type of way. And it's
some
just
of the
like,
white friends are like,
I don't even know how to treat
this is regular. Like, they're like, oh yeah, you know, the KKK is over there. Like,
like man, casual. Like, what?
like what they gonna
and that shit is really out there. That shit is really out there.
I was talking about with Shorty about that actually, like experiencing anything or racism in your life, like in the past or something. And I was trying to think about it. I was like, I'm so nonchalant about everything that I like let everything slide off that I probably have experienced some type of racism.
And
it just slides off that I don't even like pay attention to it. But like, what?
I said, and you also look white, so I mean.
That too. Yeah. I mean, I got long hair though, so.
Oh, my fault. Exactly. White people don't have long hair.
They do.
They don't got hair like me.
But not yet. And it's funny to talk about this because we recently did like surveys for the kids in my middle school, and it was just kind of like, have you seen like violence in your neighborhood? Have you seen this, that, and the third? And the last question, and usually they answer yes to everything, but the last question is, have you experienced any type of like racism or like anything prejudice against you for being your skin color or and they all say no. But not knowing that like, yo, the school you're in gives no money because you're brown and black.
That's racism
and like
right
that,
there.
but you think it's normal. Like you think it's normal, these computers don't work. No, you go downtown Manhattan, all them shits work.
Got brand new MacBooks, fresh out the box.
But they all saying no, like we've never experienced racism, prejudice, and
you gotta think outside of the box with that.
Yeah.
But I saw on your page you guys held what was it, an event?
Yeah, the mental health panel.
Yeah, Black brothers talk about their mental
health
issue. Like, how did that go? And like, how did you prepare to hold such an important event like that? And I saw you guys had like great feedback. A lot of people came.
Yeah, no, that event took a lot of work, man. Honestly, doing teaching and also doing something else. I know y'all do multiple things, and and it's one of the things that's really great about this generation, that we able to be multi-talented. But running that event, it was a success because I think mental health is something that we don't talk about. Like I think that nowadays we are suffering from post PTSD,
post-traumatic
stress disorder. Sorry, it just went through my brain. Because of the things that we went through back then. I had a couple people on the panel. One of my brothers, Brandon Frame, he just wrote a book called My First Tie for little young boys to motivate them. And I had also another friend of mine, Dwayne and Jameer. They both have a huge platform in social media and able to reach out to other people about this issue. So it was a great event just to bring awareness to this issue and also create like a safe space for everybody to talk about it. And just like that space is a space that y'all all created, and which is this podcast. So I'm very excited just to be here to talk about all
thank
that.
you.
Of course.
Have you done? I'm just curious. Have you done like therapy or any of that?
Yo, that's the thing, man. Therapy. That's one of the. I think that's like one of the fears of in the black community is going to therapy or trying to ask for help.
Of, like,
OD.
Like nah, because I recently started it back up again, right?
Wow.
And then I was but before I did, I text my mom because I'm still under her insurance. So I was like, yo, I'm not trying to pay for it. So I'm like, yo, mom, does our insurance cover therapy and shit like that? And then she's like, you don't have to go to therapy. You could just talk to me. And I'm like. And then it's just like now I got my mom like, are you good? Like, are you going crazy? Blah, blah, because my mom's like super like Dominican, like just same job forever. And it's just like, and there's no knock on her. It's just the way it is kind of thing. So then I had to find my own source of it. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna reach out, I'm gonna do my own homework and try to find just somebody to talk to on the side, because it's just like, it's just a lot of shit, and sometimes you just want to get it out. So that's why I just asked if you've done therapy.
How's that for you though? Because I have not went to therapy yet. I am looking for a therapist right now, but like it's very interesting that you already been. So I really want to hear your opinion.
It's lit. So I'm doing it on Talkspace, which is basically like just therapists. Like you get to text with them, you do like one video chat a week, and shit like that. And I was mad picky. I wanted to get a minority as my therapist, so I got a black woman because I didn't want to explain cultural shit.
Yes.
Yeah, they give you like a list and you kind of scroll through it, and she was the only black woman there, so I was like, that's what I want, because I don't want to explain like just the cultural shit. Just I don't want to be like, I was in a store and I was being followed, and then a white therapist doesn't
understand that.
Doesn't get why, and it's just like she gets it, so she can help me like better give me coping shit to deal with like just annoying shit like that. So it's lit, man. I had the video chat this last Thursday, and it was just a good space to just like dump all my shit on her. Just like, yo, this is all the shit I'm going... Because I've always been the type of person where I don't want to dump my shit on other people.
Yeah.
So, like, for as good of friends as we are, I don't
There's
like to...
things that you...
I don't want to tell you shit because I know you're probably going through shit.
Yeah.
And I'm going through shit, and now I don't want to put my shit on top of you. So then it's just like...
Double shit.
Yeah, now you got double shit, bro. And it's just like... It's just mad shit.
Stinky shit.
So it's just that. So it was a good space to just kind of just like, all right, here's everything I'm going through. Here's everything I'm dealing with. And then she'll just relay like, maybe try this or do this, or like not even really like telling me what to do. Just like she'll resonate when she tells me things. It resonates different. Like hearing it out loud from somebody that's a trained professional telling you like, yo, maybe it's because of this. And you're like, damn, bro, maybe it is because of that shit.
No, seriously.
But sometimes, like, I knew this girl, like she was going through wild shit, and I told her maybe you should talk to somebody like a therapist, but she was so hesitant because she didn't want. She was like, "Oh, they're gonna know my business," and I'm like, "They're not gonna go out
They get
tell
paid.
people.
They're
not gonna."
OD.
She thinks
Lots
she's
of
so
money.
insecure for the fact that she won't even talk to a therapist because she feels like the therapist is gonna know all her business, and the therapist is gonna go talk to someone
And
else
go in their
about
group
it.
chat and light it up with their friends. Like, yo, let me tell you about this joke, bro.
What you talking about? Do y'all imagine that though? Could do it like do it all the
group chat?
I
Thursdays.
feel like they low key do that anyway. Like,
Yeah, I just had this crazy
She over here
patient.
screenshotting. Yo,
this
screenshotting
fucking
your
client over
combos.
here.
Screenshotting the combo. Like, shorty said she did this.
Yo, if I was her man, I would have did.
But like that's a real fear, so I sympathize with it. But at some point, it's like you just gotta get it out.
Yeah,
So
man.
you can't be like really holding on to it as much as like,
No, definitely get a therapist. I think that is really something that we all should go, and we all should seek trained professionals to talk about these issues. Because again, like I can talk to Freddie about it, but it's that aspect of like I know he's going through mad stuff too, and I don't want to dump that on him. And that's double shit, like you said. So we definitely, I think that is. But one of the issues is not a lot of people have enough money to even afford
that's the
therapists.
problem.
A lot of insurance don't even recognize it as like to cover it.
A
you know what I'm
problem,
saying?
yeah.
Unnecessary. Yeah.
And it's one of those things. It's like, yo, if you hurt your ankle, you go see a physical therapist.
Yeah.
Therapy is just that. It's just a physical therapist
Yeah.
in your mind. Like it's just that, and that's how it should be seen, as opposed to like the text like my mom like, yo, you going crazy? Like, no. Like, I just want to get this shit out.
Yeah, I think now a lot of people are pushing awareness for mental health. So I feel like in a couple of years,
The stigma will be off.
The stigma will be because like I feel like majority of our age, we know that this is a thing. So once we have kids, we'll probably hopefully relay that message to them, and then there won't be a stigma anymore. But we'll see.
All those things teach. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it isn't.
Oh, my fault. my teacher side came out because I'll be teaching them. I'm like, I'm sorry, you can go. But no, I think I definitely think that as the time go on, it's definitely going to get better. With having people talk about this, like with this podcast, able to talk about issues like this, with Black Brothers able to talk about mental health, it's only going to get better because we finally recognizing that we are going through it. That's the first step, is recognizing that you are going through trauma and you are going through some type of mental challenges. Then after you recognize it, then you try to find a way to try to attack that or find solutions to try to solve any type of issue that you have. So I think that we are taking the first step by talking about it.
Yeah.
You touched up on the teacher aspect. I just want to ask a little question because I see on the page You post like clips of like you with your students and everything, and like I feel like it's the way you're teaching habits. It's very different from what I'm used to being taught in school. So I just want to know, like, how did you go about, like, okay, I'm gonna teach to these kids in this certain type of way rather than how I was, growing up.
Yeah, no, I think that's a really good question, because I know growing up, my grades was never that high. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah, me neither, man.
Like I was one of those kids that tried very hard, but my grades was always like a maybe I'll get 1 A, 3 C's, and 1 F, maybe, and the A will be in gym. So seriously, I'm like, you really work hard, you don't get the grades you want. But it was not. It was because my learning style was not given to me. The type of I like to be hands on. I like the teacher to be doing all type of tricks, Millie Rock, while you're teaching me about 2 times table. So it's just there's kids. The kids have different learning styles. So that's why I try to like incorporate all type of learning styles so that no kid is really left behind. All kids is able to fully learn in the way that they enjoy. So my class that day were tired. OD, and I was tired, and I can't pretend like they're not tired. Nobody wanna. You've been learning all day. I'm a human being. I know you're tired, so I'm not gonna be like, oh, I don't care if you're tired. I'm gonna continue teaching my lesson. No, let's take a run around the school. Something small. It's gonna take 5 minutes. 5 minutes out of my lesson is not gonna. You're not really missing anything.
And low key, it makes your job a little easier. Not to cut you off, it was like the running around the school. So I did kind of the similar thing where I had to teach an advisory last period twice a week. And last period is the worst because they coming straight out from lunch.
My God.
They either really hype or just like down.
Yeah.
And like this last Thursday, I did this activity where like we wrote I wrote words down on pieces of paper, like random like I can't even, nothing's really coming ahead. Like just things like adversity and like shit like that. Like, and then I separated the class into 2 sides, and then we just played dodgeball with the papers. But when you got hit with the paper, you gotta like, the game stops and you have to open it up, and it's like adversity. And it's like, tell me about a time you dealt with adversity. But then it adds that dodgeball element where like they active, we throwing papers across the room, but then you also getting the social emotional learning aspect of just like, all right, here we go. Now we still get to talk about this, but it's just like that. It's just, like you said, it's just different learning styles for different kids. And I think that's the coolest part about kind of teaching, is just you get to try different shit out every other day. And if it doesn't work, there's fucking 400 days of school anyways. So
yes.
Next day you get to try something different.
All the time.
I think that's important because like me growing up, like I used to view teachers as not people. Like I'm like one of those like that cliche, like, oh, during the summertime teachers go back in their coffin and then they wake up like you know what I'm saying? Like I never really would thought that there were like people like that.
No,
and I
seriously.
think it's important to show that personality and show that okay, they are people, especially when it's like someone that you can relate to, which is very important in my opinion.
No, I definitely agree.
I have a question as far as like, so you run the page and like, you work with kids hands-on, and like you just like, you hear a lot of shit and you have to like kind of just like, for lack of a better like term, you're kind of like these kids therapists really. Like they get to vent to you, they get to tell you. And I know you probably have like that relationship with a bunch of kids that are like mad cool and like really like fuck with you heavy. So do you ever feel kind of like just tired yourself? Like you get all this stuff weighed on you, and you're just like, and not to mention you're a person of color too, so that's just a whole nother layer in the outside world. So do you ever feel kind of just like tired and defeated, like some days like you're just like, damn bro, I really don't want to deal with it right now? Like,
yeah, man, that's the thing they don't see online. Like even what people see online is the positive thing you posting, because you always want to put the positive energy out there, but they don't see the things that you're really going through. And the reason why they don't see it and you don't really show is because you don't want to put negative energy out there. So I definitely, like right now, I am living one of my lowest moments in my life at the moment, because of things that's happening and with family stuff, and then also still trying to be the ear for all the people, all my students. Sometimes I do see myself just pulling that to the side and pushing through, because end of the day I have a goal that I'm trying to reach, which is to empower as many students as I can. And if I can empower someone, then maybe when they get to that level that they can empower other people, and then they can empower other people.
So domino effect.
Yeah, it's a domino effect, and I can't stop no matter how tired I am, So I'm just gonna just push through it regardless of what I'm going through, because I do have a bigger purpose in life, which is to make sure that my students is properly educated and is properly aware of the type of things they will be going through, so that they can be properly set for the future.
Yo, I don't know how you and Dennis do it, son. If I was a teacher, I would lose patience
Nah,
with these badass kids. Bro. I'd be wanting to smack some of these
It'd
kids.
be high
Like,
cold, bro.
You know how we were talking about the double shit? We were talking about? All right, so you have a whole bunch of students, and they you talk to them about their problems, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So like that's like wild shit on you.
No,
too.
it is.
Yeah.
It is, man. And they be coming with me with some like
yeah, they be
some real stories.
Yeah.
Like one student told me that him and his dad was walking home one day, and the cop like stopped and frisked them and try to like blame them for shooting somebody that was a couple blocks away. Mind you, this kid have his uniform on. He's 11 years old with his dad, and the cop thought that they was friends. Like, what you can clearly see that this person,
my fucking son. Like,
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
it's crazy, but that's the type of things that so a lot of my students go through, and that the school don't prep them for stuff like that. And it's our job to give them a platform to talk about stuff like that, you know. So I'm really happy about this movement that y'all creating, and all I see is success for this podcast, and I see that.
We look.
Oh, you gassing me?
You
I'm not gassing. I'm really not gassing. No cap. I'm really not gassing because like when I seen y'all Instagram page, I'm like, yo, this is some official shit. This is really some official shit.
Yeah,
And
that's the brand manager right
yeah,
there.
yeah,
bro.
the brand manager right
All
there.
the videos and shit like right
Bro,
there.
it's official. It really caught my eye. Like when Freddie invited, the way you invited me on some like, hey,
Yeah, I was trying to be professional.
no,
with it,
that
you know
caught
what I mean?
my eye. That made me feel like that's why I felt like I was disappointing you because of the fact that like the way that the platform is put is so organized, is so very put together. I couldn't turn it down. I'm like, I have to show up. I have to show up and show love because of the fact that this is an opportunity where I think that I have to take advantage of, and I think that y'all podcast have the ability to be huge as success because y'all put in all this 1,001% right now, which is gonna pay off in the future.
Appreciate it,
Yeah,
bro.
we understand. Like we try to bring guests before, and a lot of the times they don't come, but like. We don't hold it against them. Like, you know, at the same time, they got lives too. So
yeah, it's difficult to set up time.
But we appreciate when people come out like you. So, yeah.
So I guess to kind of just like I was always curious about this. So I had this conversation the other day at work with one of my bosses. He's black, and then his wife is Puerto Rican. So I had the conversation with him. I was just like, yo, how do you like? Did you ever kind of like date white girls? Did you ever feel like? Because for me personally, I'm just making it comment because it has to do with. Let me give you context, bro. So I'm gonna give it context because the thing is with me is like I don't think I can ever date a white woman or be with a white woman because I don't want to explain my culture. Like I don't want to explain this shit.
That's
like,
true, man.
I don't want to like have her walking around a store and we get followed and then I'm getting tight and then she's like, wait, why are you mad? I'm like, you didn't notice this person just following us? And, like I don't want to explain that shit. So right now I currently date a Dominican woman, which is lit for me because I'm Dominican, so it's just like that. So do you see as far as like relationships and people in general, like is it just kind of those things like, yo, love who you love, or is it important for you to find somebody that's understands the culture, understands you, and understands like that aspect of it?
That's a tricky question because I'll give you two answers. I'll give you two sides to the story.
Choice A, choice B.
Yeah, choice A, choice B, and I'll let the people choose for themselves. I mean, I think that there's a positive for both sides. For the first side, it's always good to date the person that's the same kind as you because they're the only one that can fully understand your struggle and everything that you go through and all that stuff, which is good. But then again, on the flip side, I don't want to tell somebody to not love who they want to love, you know? Because I don't think nobody know this about me, but like in middle school, I did date a white girl before, and
I can see you do with a white girl.
Not anymore. Right now in the future, I can't see myself dating a white woman just for the simple fact that I want me a black woman. I want somebody that understand my struggle because again, like it feels good to know that you know what it feels like to go through what I go through on a daily basis, so that we can like talk to each other about it and all that stuff. So I don't know. I go for both.
It's tricky.
You trying to set me up?
I just asked it because during all this like because all this like race talk and all this thing like that. I literally had the conversation this week with my boss, and I'm just like, I was asking, I was like, yo, like, did you make it a plan? Like, were you always gonna end up with this Puerto Rican John, or like, did you date around? What was the deal? And he told me that too. He was just like, his wife is she's like very progressive in the sense that like Hispanics are black, like we get that, but like. And she's very progressive in that aspect. Like she knows where she comes from. She knows like her ancestry and like things like that. So that was important to him. So I was just asking the question in that sense.
Wait,
like,
what nationality is your boss?
He's black.
Oh, okay.
I feel like it's hard, especially for someone like me, if you just want to sling dick around.
There you go. Wow, Freddie Thompson out here. We're not being too picky when we just slanging Dak, right?
Yeah,
He's
but
just like,
it's hard like to do it with white girls because it's like that's like a case. Like you feel me? Like
you gotta be careful.
You raped me, and then it's like, oh,
be careful.
fuck. Like you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, are you?
What?
That doesn't.
What are you trying to say? I'm not what?
Yeah, trying to set you up, man.
About what?
Oh man, Freddie so you just out here slanging Dak? Fuck it, right?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking. You feel me?
Hypothetically.
In the end,
But I mean, summertime is coming up, so
all in all, you're gonna connect with who you're gonna connect with, really. So
I like that.
OD.
you gotta reciprocate energy.
Look at
Reciprocate.
CuffDaddy.com right now.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, CuffDaddy.com. Reciprocate my energy. You know,
Bro, it's on my IG, bro. Reciprocate energy.
Yeah, that's
So you know it's real.
bad, bro. Thank you so much.
I'm just learning this energy thing. Have you been like involved with energy, the spirit?
I
all that
actually,
I put him on that.
Oh,
So
for
I
real?
was like mad a couple years ago. I
Only
was
the
mad
dots
heavy.
like the energy.
Wait,
shit.
nah, see, relax, man.
Like you have the tapestry on the wall.
Yo,
with,
that
like,
thing
the
is so
different
calming and
shit.
relaxing. Yo.
I'm not into that.
Listen to
like
Erykah
that deep.
Badu.
It's just
I listened to that a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm a thought. Damn.
in regards to like energy, I'm not really into like the whole. I don't know what you call that. Like
The chakras and all that.
stuff.
and the
It's
sense.
basically just like if I'm giving you a type of energy, like I'm trying to chill with you, I'm hitting you up.
Yeah.
Like I want to chill with you, blah blah blah, and then I'm not getting that same like response back, kind of like that you really want to like mess with me or something like that. Then that's the type of like reciprocating energy. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you gotta
yeah.
match that energy.
Yo,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
the older we get, I'm starting to realize, like, I remember being in high school and early in college, I was like, nah, let me not hit her up too much, because I don't think she's gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna seem mad thirsty.
Oh,
but
dude.
I'm like,
That double
but I'm
tap.
like, yo,
Yeah.
bitch, if I'm trying to chill with you, I'm trying to chill with you. Like, let's just chill. What's the deal? Like, so
It's
just
not.
be
It's
that.
not high school. Like in the end, like if she wants to chill with you, then she's gonna like text you as much as you text her.
Yeah.
They still be on this type of time. Well, I can't really speak about it now, but like,
Yeah, because you
I remember
cuffed.
back then, they were still on the type of time.
Damn,
where it's
oh
just
yeah,
like, you
yo,
come
I'm
out
dead ass the
thirsty.
only single one here.
Freddie fake
Freddie
cuff too
Thompson
on
out
the
here,
low.
you fake cuff on the low.
Freddie on the
No, I'm
low,
not.
bro.
Hello?
Y'all be getting in trouble every week talking about girls. Like, I don't even know why.
You know we gotta
single.
touch on it every week. You know that's a
Yeah, that's a little
That's your
segment we got
character.
going on.
He said that's your
Yeah.
character.
Freddie
That's a
Thompson
fact.
out here
That's a fact.
pulling.
Nah, but y'all was right though. Y'all was right though. I feel like, I mean, I'm still young. We still young. We're in our 20s. But I feel like now, past college and high school, it's like if you really want to be with someone, like we got bills to pay and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you
OD,
can't be
real
out here
life.
wasting time. Like you know. So
Look
I'm
at
starting
Freddie
to
dropping this
understand that.
knowledge.
Oh, D.
yeah, I'm starting to understand
Grown
that.
man Freddie.
If someone wants me,
Girl,
to be
man,
up,
Freddie, bro.
If somebody want me
He
to
said
be
so.
out, yeah.
Educated-
and yo, sex
educated
posse gender
man.
fluid. You feel
No,
me?
no,
So
no, no,
Freddie,
no, no, no,
so
no,
Freddie
no,
is
no, no,
swinging.
no, no,
You know,
hold on.
We-
Females, all the females.
Oh, only
you feel
females.
me?
My
Yes,
fault.
yes.
What?
It's okay.
I know
bro.
you like me on the down low mill, but it's okay. Like you know.
Oh my
Too,
God.
Dennis had a crush on me in college.
Oh, wow.
Too, so.
Yo.
You can
Thompson.
still be gender fluid, sex positive.
Yo,
Y'all could be.
You just gotta support it. You support it, bro.
We support it, bro.
Support it.
I
support
support
You got a
y'all.
support group right there, man.
I support you too. man.
Yo,
It's okay.
support me for what?
So Dennis, just to get a little back to it, so what do you think is the plan now? So for 2019 going forward, what do you see the Black Brothers United plan kind of being? Like what's the main thing you're trying to tackle these next couple months, this year?
All right, so for this month, I'm just gonna just finish grad school and graduate my master's, and then I'm just gonna start my book. I'm writing a mental health a book about like all the things that occurred to me when I was younger.
Yeah.
That I think that is really gonna like empower the youth and empower also empower the older generation too. So I'm gonna start on that book. And then in the summertime I want to start do a little mixer just to get Black brothers out there some more because this is a new organization and I just want to just create this platform and just make it as huge as possible. That's
You're
it.
trying to
right?
make it a non-profit organization.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
It's
And
a
how do
whole-
you go about doing that?
It's a long process. Right now I gotta get an accountant and get that set up. But I'm gonna get that done. But definitely look out for Black Brothers United in the future. We're gonna be doing a lot more panels. We're definitely gonna host more events and just have a platform for everybody that look like us to talk about issues and just heal. You know, this is the healing stage, and we must heal because we suffer enough already.
Wait for that Worst Guys podcast collab.
Yeah.
Collab.
Yeah, facts. Pull up to the Black.
We about to have merch too.
Yeah.
We about to have
a little
facts.
everybody
Worst Guy
dropping merch. Definitely dropping merch. We dropping merch. All coming soon, man.
Yo, your designs, man,
Bro, we're not
is
supporting these
wavy.
businesses, bro. We making our own merch.
Yo, your designs is wavy. I can't wait for y'all merch. I can't wait to get it. Please let me
The
know.
Worst Guys pod about to have merch, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say, bro, we about to drop all that. Nah, yo, that's lit, man. The talking aspect. I had a question about. I don't know if you paid attention as much to like the political like kind of landscape and like all these people running. I don't really pay attention to it much, but I've always heard the conversation of reparations and kind of like, you know, because I was reading about how like Chase Bank and like Citibank and a lot of these banks in general were built on the back of slaves and built on the back of just free black labor in general.
Yep.
So they gotta cut a check.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's just like, how do you feel about that and like kind of and have you given that thought of like reparations, if that's even like a real, do you see that being as like possibility in the future of just like, you know, because they owe us money. So I don't know if you've given that thought or like have any thoughts on that, reparations in general.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have that much thoughts on that, but I think that they need to definitely pay us for all the years of hard labor that our people have done over the years, over decades of and decades. I think that is definitely is more than the money that they need to give us. They need to build more centers in our neighborhoods to give us a space for us to start healing, you know? Because again, like, it's not just free labor that we gave them. They took our mind and our souls. and it's time for them to pay us triple amount of money of that and triple
Charging interest.
OD. We have to. We have to.
1,000 years interest.
Yo. We have to because again they be slapping interest on us on a regular for little small credit card loans we taking out and everything. So I think that they definitely have to pay us, but they also have to build more centers and build more things to show that what they had done was not right and just to show that that they care about our well-being, not just our pockets but our mind and our heart.
All right, man. I mean, I'm good on my side. I feel like this was a productive ass conversation, and we touched on a lot. And, you know, shout out to you for pulling up again, man.
Yeah.
Black Brothers United
on
IG.
You have anything you wanna say before we wrap things up, man?
Nah, it's just this is my first podcast, and I like honestly.
Hey.
This y'all pop my podcast virginity.
I was about to say pop your cherry. But then I was like,
It wouldn't be a Where's Guys podcast without some like sexual and
Good thing you're not bleeding.
Yeah, I'm honored.
There you go, Freddie. There you go, Freddie.
yeah, Freddie just like hits the edge and then Freddie.
Shit, yo, Mill, what was the intro song?
Oh
for
yeah,
this,
So the
episode?
intro is my man Eli Sostro. I found him like back in like 2013 when I was doing like the music blog shit heavy. He from Brooklyn. Shout out to him, man. That shit is super fire. It's called Vibe With. Yeah, Vibe With.
Okay. The outro I picked is another DJ mix from Ziggy. You know Ziggy Zaire.
Oh, yeah, DJ Ziggy,
Put
yeah.
his mix at the end of this episode. So shout out to you.
Yeah, and if y'all want to be the intro or the outro, you know, send us the music. Bro.
I make music.
They doing this thing again. They doing this thing again. This is like the third time we heard this thing. I don't know what it is, but they just rock with it. Yeah. I should have done the whole podcast in that voice.
The funny thing is when they did that in the beginning, me and you both looked at each other like,
What's going on, bro?
what is this, bro? Like,
You know what's funny? I had the camera recorded,
Oh,
so I caught all of that.
cool.
So like, if you want to see the extra content, you feel me?
Extra
Hop on the
content, YouTube.
yeah, facts.
Promoting it. No, I make music too. That's a crazy thing too. I definitely would send y'all some music.
Send it, bro.
So
It
we
could be
changing the intro and outro, intro and outro.
Exactly.
So it could
I
be the
gotcha.
intro or the
Yeah.
outro to our shit, and then, you know.
I wonder if people actually like like paying attention to the intros and outros.
Nah, I got messages. So
Yeah,
like,
we got messages.
well,
from that shit.
and people that I work with that listen to the podcast have like, yo, that, especially the Mir Fontaine song, Frank Ocean, they were like, yo,
Yeah.
that song was fire.
You
Like,
think
yo,
they
I
clicking the links that I'm throwing up on the IG and stuff? Like
I don't
the
know,
intro?
bro.
I don't know.
You
Ask
gotta
them,
keep
bro.
doing it.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. They do.
Yeah.
We I definitely do. I think that people really do be clicking it. If it's easy to access.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to
to
focus on making everything easy.
Yes.
Yeah, well, you don't have to go far. You just
Yep.
one button click, that's it. It
Yeah.
pops up
Yep.
right here.
That's
Y'all
all
didn't
everybody
let me
needs.
say my wrap up thing.
But we
Yeah,
still
hurry up,
record-
bro.
we
We
still-
Peace
still-
out.
Peace out.
Peace out.
That's how you end it, bro.
That's
All
it.
right.
Yeah. Gang, episode 10.
Thank you.
Peace out.
That was crazy. It didn't even feel like an hour.
Yeah, it don't even feel like an hour, bro.
It felt like you were probably talking for like 20 minutes or something, or 30 minutes.
Don't be feeling like an hour. It was probably like 45, 50 minutes.
That was an hour. I looked at the time.
I didn't peep when we
It's like
started.
57 minutes.
It just don't feel like it. But once you get talking and the conversation just gets flowing, it's just like, was I tweaking or was that making noise?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was.
Yeah, alright. I was like, am I
heard
hearing
someone
something?
So I was looking at you like.
I was like, am I hearing
I heard
something?
someone whispering in my ear.
No, we good, we good, we good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because you were all sitting on top.
No, we good, we good.
Sorry.
This is really therapeutic.
Yeah, bro.
Nah, yeah, just
Every Sunday,
Yeah,
it
it's like
just
somebody
so-
was like right here.
I was like, I didn't want to look directly
Wait, how
at
did
his
y'all find
attention
the
because he was in the
spot
middle of a
to-
combo.
His boy, he.
Oh, my boy raps and he uses that. They have two studios. They got this one and they got one like next door right there.
Mhm.
And he
For
uses
music.
raps.
Yeah, this is a
and he-
podcast room, and then the one right there is for music.
It's like a studio for music.
Okay. And so y'all do record the episode. They do the video and the sound.
Nah, so John does the sound and then he'll email it to me and I do the video. So I'll just go home and like edit it on iMovie.
We need a. We don't need a picture for the cover episode.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out.
I can also screenshot.
That's another thing other podcasts don't do. I make a different photo for every episode.
That's
I
lazy.
like edit a different photo.
Yeah.
I can just
Photoshop
Photoshop
everything.
everything.
I'll find a picture. I usually just.
Oh no, we can use his logo for the episode.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
would be.
Boom.
Yeah, that would be wavy. I'll text it to y'all.
Yeah, and then we can use the logo for the episode picture on SoundCloud and YouTube.
Can I get a picture with y'all so I can post y'all on my Instagram today?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see if they can do it.